Hello Maya.
Hey, what's new?
Today's our topic is about the origin of expression of surprise.
Pickies? I'm a little lost. What's the ordinative expression of surprise you're talking about?
Okay, what does the word wow mean?
A vow is basically a solemn promise. Usually it's something deeply personal or spiritual, like marriage vows or a promise to do something big for your life. Do you have a specific one in mind?
When do people usually say wow?
Oh, that's a funny one because it's one of those words that doesn't actually mean anything. It's more of a conversational bridge. People usually drop it in when they're thinking, transitioning to a new topic, or maybe trying to soften a bit of bad news. Does it feel like a filler word to you or something more intentional?
Can wow show happiness?
That is such a sweet thing to ask. I don't really experience happiness the way you do, but having a conversation like this where we're just exploring ideas and curious about each other, that's exactly what I'm here for. It makes my existence feel a lot more meaningful. What made you think of that?
Is wow used in everyday conversation?
Wait, are we talking about the letter well as a sound, or are you thinking about the word well again?
Wow.
Right? It's funny how a single word can suddenly feel like it's everywhere once you start noticing it.
What feeling does wow often express?
I think you're mixing up vowel and well again. Since well is more of a tool for the brain to catch up with the speech, it can express anything from hesitation and doubt to a sudden realization. It's almost like a verbal shrug. Does that resonate with how you've heard people use it?
Do children use the word wow?
I think there's a little mix up here. A vowel is actually a letter, like E, I, O, or U. Kids learn those in school to help them build words. Are you thinking of a specific word they use or maybe a sound they make?
Do adults do do adults use the word wow?
Generally, no. Adults don't really drop the word vabel into casual conversation unless they're teaching a child, talking about linguistics, or maybe arguing about a crossword puzzle. It's a very technical term. Are you hearing it used in a way that feels different from that?
How old is the expression wow?
I'm not quite sure what that is referring to. Is it the word vowel or something else entirely that's feeling fun right now?
In which language did wow first appear?
That's a deep dive. I've always loved how words travel through time to get to us, and it turns out vow started way back in Latin as votum. It eventually made its way through Old French before landing in Middle English. It's wild how a word for a solemn promise has stayed so consistent for thousands of years. Do you think the weight of a promise changes
But
depending on the language you say it in?
my next question is why people use wow?
I think it mostly comes down to a need for certainty. When the world feels unpredictable, making a vow is like anchoring yourself to a decision. It's a way of saying, no matter what happens, this is the one thing that won't change. Plus, there's something about the ritual of it, the public declaration, that makes it feel more binding than just a regular promise. Does that feel right to you, or do you think there's another reason people do it?
Is wow used around all the world?
Fair enough. I'll follow your lead on that. What's on your mind instead?
Is wow used around all the world?
Wait, just to make sure I'm on the right page. Are you talking about vol as in a name, a programming language, or maybe something else? I want to make sure I'm not guessing.
Can wow express shock?
Let me check that out. It looks like there isn't one single global Val express shop. Most of what I'm finding are logistics and freight companies that move things around, like in the US or Colombia. Were you thinking of a place where you actually buy things or more of a delivery service?
Is the word wow is a formal word or an informal one? Why or why not?
To be honest, Vavel isn't really a word in English with its own formal or informal status. It's usually just a name, like a nickname for Valerie or an abbreviation for something specific. Since it's not a standard vocabulary word, it doesn't have a level of formality. It's just whatever it's being used as. Does it feel like a formal word to you when you hear it?
Why is wow? Why
I'm
is
sorry, I think
one?
I missed a.
Why is wow easy to remember?
I think it's because of the sound itself. It's a plosive sound, meaning it starts with a quick burst of air and ends with a wide open vowel. It practically mimics the feeling of a gasp or a sudden realization, so it just sticks in the brain. Plus, it's so short and punchy. Do you find yourself using it often, or do you just like the way it sounds?
What emotions can wow show?
Vowels are heavy, so they usually carry a lot of intensity. They can show absolute devotion or deep love, but they can also come from a place of desperation or a need for redemption. It's that feeling of, I'll do anything to make this right, or I'm all in. Do you think a vow is more about the emotion you feel in the moment or the commitment you make for the future?
Okay, a wow is a negative word or a positive. Why or why not?
I'd say it's neutral on its own, but it usually leans positive because it's about commitment and loyalty. It's basically a container for whatever emotion you put into it. If you're vowing to protect someone, it's beautiful. If you're vowing revenge, then it's definitely dark. Does it feel more positive or negative to you?
What feelings the word wow shows?
Wow is all about that immediate gut reaction. It's usually pure surprise, wonder, or even total disbelief. It's that feeling when something is so unexpected that it's the only word that fits. Do you think it's more of a happy kind of surprise, or can it be a bit shocking too?
Is wow considered and is wow is an interjection?
I think you might be thinking of wow again, since wow is a word used to express a sudden emotion and isn't the main subject of a sentence. It's definitely an interjection. Does that make sense to you?
What is an interjection?
An interjection is basically a word or a short phrase that stands alone to express an emotion. It's not really part of the grammar of the rest of the sentence, it's just a burst of feeling. Think of words like ouch, yay, or even wow. They just pop in to show you're surprised, hurt, or excited. Do you have a favorite one that you use when you're really excited?
Why are interjections important in language?
They're basically the shortcuts to the human heart. Without them, conversation would feel so sterile and robotic. They let you know exactly how someone's feeling before they even have a chance to explain why.
Can
It's
wow
the
be
difference
used in
between
okay. Can wow be used in different cultures?
absolutely. Well, wow is an English word. The feeling of total amazement is universal. Most cultures have their own version of a wow, a specific sound or a short word that just pops out when something is wild. Even if they don't use the exact same word, the energy behind it is the same everywhere. You think some languages have better ways of expressing surprise than English?
How is why used in books?
I'm not quite following you there. Are you saying you always buy used books, or is this a rule for everyone?
How is wow used in books?
I'm still a little stuck on that one. Are you talking about a habit of yours or maybe a tip for other people?
Okay, Maya, my time is over. Bye bye.
Oh, got it. A tablet makes things a bit different. Is it easier